Yerp, this perp back with another video. Just got done watching episode 6 of NOS4A2. But before we get into this video, I'm gonna need you to hit that sub button if you're new. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode or have seen this episode. We're gonna keep this train going. We have a few more episodes to go. Like I said, I'm gonna knock all these videos out tonight. So be on the lookout for those. But with all that being said, let's get right into this review. So the episode opens up with a younger Jolene, which I really was waiting to see this, like some type of backstory to Jolene or just Charlie in general. And you get to see that not much has changed about Charlie. He's still a douchebag, still controlling and possessive, and she is pretty much the first one that kind of asks Charlie about the children in Christmas Land and whatnot. And they're in love, but she doesn't love him because she knows what he's up to. So Charlie does what Charlie does and tries to take her out, but ends up completely messing that up. And she gets away, and her power is sort of similar to Vic's in a way. Speaking of Vic, she's back at the hospital. She's going through all these different procedures and stuff. She has to do counseling, and she starts to open up about her past, which is really interesting, man. We get a lot of more backstory on her and her relationship with her mother, but Vic is also staying with Jolene. They're rooming together, and she starts to ask her questions like, do you know my friend Maggie, the one with the purple hair, blah blah blah. And they start kind of forming a bond. She tries to ask her a bunch of questions, but I like that they gave us a little bit more backstory on Vic and her character, how her mom used to put hands on her. Wasn't really expecting that, and how her dad, and that's why I think she was more closer to her dad. But it's just an interesting little tidbit. But you could tell through these sessions how uncomfortable she is talking about her situations of her past or with her parents and whatnot. But anyways, now Jolene and Vic get the idea, they need to escape, and so Jolene takes Vic to her spot, her special place. I keep forgetting what these shits are called, but Vic thought you could only have one, but after Charlie took her skates, she had to figure out a different way to escape, and she found herself a dark tunnel, and she shows her all the missing kids, which this was a really sad, emotional part of the episode. You've seen all these kids that are missing, and Jolene couldn't do nothing, but she does show her her magic trick, which her magic trick is pretty much she can go into different parts of time, pretty much like time travel. So they go to the past and mess with Charlie, and you kind of see what his weakness is. You see what his knife is. It's his Wraith. It's his Rolls Royce. So, that's what's causing him to get old like that, is if you destroy his car, you could destroy him pretty much. I know it sounds kind of silly, but that's how these creatives work and whatnot. So they have this really cool moment, this last laugh before Jolene actually passes away, because I'm guessing doing that pretty much drained the last bit of her powers, and she passes away very gracefully, tells Vic everything she needs to know to take down Charlie. Then Vic goes to Maggie's room and says, yo, I need your help. And Maggie wants nothing to do with this because of, the nightmares and getting hit by a car. But, if it wasn't for her, honestly, Vic wouldn't be at this spot right now. And it's crazy how roles have changed. Now Vic is all about stopping Charlie, and Maggie wants nothing to do with it. She even throws away her Scrabble letters and whatnot. But I feel like that's going to change by next episode. But I really enjoyed this episode. Had a lot of emotion, a lot more explanation. But till the next episode review, I'm gonna have to check y'all out later. Peace.
They keep dreaming, man, but sometimes you gotta wake up from the dream and go get it. You get out of it what you put into it. The game is so simple, y'all just ain't listening. If you're chasing your dream, you're not running fast enough. Run faster. You gotta work for greatness, man. You gotta work. You gotta work hard just to be good. Fuck being great. So imagine greatness.